So basically, guys, hear me out. If I were to become a storm chaser, this would be my car. Not this image. It's in this image gallery right here. So basically, just imagine the fucking windbreaker vehicle. So just imagine the fucking windbreaker vehicle mixed with the Dominator 2 and mixed with the UTAV or Joker Interceptor or Dominator 2. So here's the thing. So this vehicle, just give it, mix it with Dominator 2's armor, like the armor of Dominator 2 and Windbreaker combined to the even though it's very heavy, it'll get more hail protection. I'd say it would be like 75 miles per hour, 85 miles per hour, or 85 miles per hour on the pavement and 75 on dirt. Because of the aerodynamic looks. Look how aerodynamic Dominator 2 is. I mean, look at that. For some reason, I'm gonna give it a mix of every Interceptor, but yeah. But for the back of the Interceptor, I would put the TIV2, the thing for the back, like how TIV2, the 2008 TIV2 has, this part, this thing right here. Yeah, this thing. The thing that looks like this. Because it prevents the wind from getting under. So when I add that to the back of the car, it won't, with the car on the ground, it won't get under the wheel gaps. And basically the sides and the front of the car will look like the TIV 2008. But where it says TIV, how a front flap in the front right here, it doesn't flip down that way over on its face. It'll it's like the new version of the TIV where it anchors down and doesn't flip downwards. So for example, just imagine this half triangle as the front, so as it's not gonna go down like the 2008 TIV2. It won't go down flip over, not where you can't see where it says TIV. It's gonna be anchoring down like how it anchors down down here. Where I made that square thing, that's what I mean, how it would anchor down. It would anchor to the ground, and the side flaps would stay the same. Actually, no, they would be same as the front part, but they would all be connected. Actually, hold up. Once I think about it now, it's probably going to be so the side flap, I'll extend this side flap right here to the wheels down here for both sides. And the doors on the side are going to be polycarbonate for the windows. Very, very strong. Like 15 layers. And this part would, this flap down right here would still flip downwards for all sides. But this part right here would stay there. And yeah, so like basically like this, where it says mounted exterior gear, steel exoskeleton roll cage, and the deployable ground anchors. So instead of there being 4 or 5, there's gonna be 10 to 9, or maybe 8. And the whole frame is gonna drop down. Like the whole frame of the car is gonna drop down. So like this whole part, I'm tracing the outline part. So like that, the traced outline part of the frame is gonna anchor down. So it'll like prevent the wind from getting under, and then the flaps on the side will anchor down to prevent the wind from getting under, like I just said. But it will be more stronger to prevent from getting flipped or rolled. And at the top will have a mesh in it, like the TIV2, of course. And it's going to be very strong. It's going to be coated in like 10 layers of Kevlar. 10 layers of bulletproof Kevlar. Because yeah, it's very strong. To protect against hail from hailstorms. Because it's very cool. And it's gonna be like the Twister Tamer type. But no, it's a mix of the Armadillo Interceptor, TIV2, and the UTAV. And Dominator 2, and Juggernaut, and that one Interceptor. What was that Interceptor called? Yeah, Windbreaker. So like this, it'll have like the 16 gauge steel body with elastomeric coating. The gold wing doors like Dominator 3. The Power Stroke V8 diesel, not a V8 diesel engine, like a V9 diesel engine. Very polycarbonate shattered windows give it like 15 to 18 layers of windows that are shatterproof polycarbonate. Because yeah, why not? The shell lowering suspension skirt, wind skirts, and hydraulic anchor skirts. And then as it would anchor down, it would just go straight down, pressing to the dirt. to handle a very strong EF5 rating tornado. Of course, not like a very stronger tornado that's stronger than EF5 or EF6. Well, make it handle an EF6 and EF5 and an EF4 rating, but not an EF8. If there was an EF7, EF8, or EF9, EF11, or 10, or EF10, then no, it wouldn't handle that. Well, maybe it would handle an EF7 or EF8, because it's gonna have all that armoring. So, like, basically, think of the Joker Interceptor. Yeah, think of the Joker Interceptor. So yeah, think of the Joker Interceptor. How it has the decal and all those spikes. Because the Joker Interceptor in Roblox Twisted handles 350. So give the mix of the Joker Interceptor and the Juggernaut Interceptor, fictional Interceptor, the mix of both of them combined for my second Tornado Interceptor vehicle. And it would be very strong. It'd probably handle 600 miles per hour, 500 miles per hour, even if it even existed. Because Juggernaut it has all those wheels. So 350, like, so all of those interceptors, both of the interceptors combined would be, like, this is for my second ever Tornado Interceptor vehicle, if I make a second one. The one I said about the TIV2, Dominator 2, and all the Windbreaker and all those other vehicles that I mentioned, that would be like for my first Interceptor. Even this one right here. Because, like, the combined threshold would be very strong. So yeah. This tornado right here, this tornado right here was recently happened yesterday. No, not yesterday. Last year of May 16th or 17th, 2025. Yes, that is the Somerset EF4 tornado with a peak wind speed of 170 miles per hour. And now some people, though, are upset this tornado didn't get the proper EF5 rating. And I understand that, because it was a wedge tornado. If you're looking at this photo, straight up, literally a wedge. It should have been an EF5, because obviously, look at the fucking cloud. Like, look at the wedge, that shape of the wedge. There's a peak width of 1,000 yards, 1,700 yards. And yes, people are upset it didn't get the EF5 rating, like I just said. But thankfully, at least it did not get the EF5 rating. Did you really want a tornado of this size kind of tearing through Somerset, London, Kentucky? No, you don't. But like I've said before, people are mad because it didn't get the proper EF5 tornado rating. And I understand. I said I understand that, but if it had an EF5 rating, homes would be obliterated. And actually, we have proof that. And here's why I think it should have been an EF5. It injured 108 people, surprisingly, killed 18. I mean, look at the damage. Look at the damage around it. The homes are swept on foundations in this corner right here. And over here, bro, The path extended from all the way over there. From all the way over there. And all that debris. There's the path. That's the whole path. Literal houses got swept off the foundations. So yeah, it obviously deserves an EF5 rating. But the most remarkable footage is the Somerset one tornado left this car, thrown it in the air, and it came back crashing down to earth. Not even completely dented or damaged. Only the wheel was damaged and the windshield was shattered. But this is some of the remarkable photos of evidence that we have. And also, look at that house. Damn, that house got torn to shreds. I mean, would you know something about this coming from Somerset or Ferguson, Kentucky? That would be fucking terrifying. In fact, also, it was rain wrapped and nocturnal, so you couldn't see it once, unless the lightning flash or a power flash happened. And look at the this couch was perfectly preserved. Here's another photo that shows a whole tree and all that debris wrapped around this debarked tree like a blanket. And then after the storm, you can see a very apparent squall line fading away. And the most surprising thing also is look at this Ford truck. This truck was damaged, but it still survived. Debarked trees right here, destroyed homes out here, and what else? That looks like a motherfucking crater in the earth right here. I don't know why. That's surprising. And trees, more debarked trees and tree limbs knocked down. This house got the roof ripped off almost at the foundation. And the thing that surprised me about it, having an EF5 rating, it was literally only like a few miles away from being EF5. And here's an iconic picture of the storm at the London Corbin Airport. If you're wondering what this is, that is the actual tornado. It looks weird and similar to Xenia, Ohio, for me, because look at the shape. It's a wedge tornado, man. And you can see it just stalling over the airport as it's crossing in. You can see all the amount of debris in the air right here. All that debris in the air, what makes it terrifying to encounter. Here's here's an image someone captured from the tornado when it was EF3 strength or EF2 strength, giving that ominous cone look. In the nocturnal valleys. Here's it again at its peak with strengthening. See what I mean? Why I think it should have deserved an EF5 rating and not EF4. Queen swept foundation off. This foundations got swept off the actual ground. It swabbed many homes. So it obviously deserves a rating of EF4 or EF5. At least EF4 185. or 195 or 220 miles per hour. And the scar is still visible to this day. You can kind of see it here through the clouds. Tornado scar. It tore a path 55 to 65 miles. Somewhere near here from Somerset, Kentucky, Russell County, Kentucky, Pulaski County, Daniel Boone National Forest, Somerset, Kentucky, and London, Kentucky, Corbin, Monticello, Danville, kind of a little bit of Monticello, and a lot of other places.